Tash here with another bench break, and today we have Coach Brady and Coach Ashley, and we're gonna play the game of this or that. So I'm gonna let Ashley take this one from the top.
All right, guys, so we are playing this or that. So whoever puts their hand up first, you can answer first, and then the other person can go next. So cardio or strength training first? All right.
I've always been a cardio last kind of person. Strength training first, cardio after. I guess maybe both. I'll normally walk on a treadmill first, but I don't count that as cardio. And then 5 minutes on the treadmill, strength train, cardio after. Mostly, maybe you're gross, but I sweat a lot, and I don't want to do my cardio first and then be sweating over all the equipment. So you're welcome.
I started in my fitness journey doing cardio first and then strength training. That was just how my trainer trained me. But then I realized that when I started doing things on my own, just with my own knowledge and just, going on my own way, I realized when I did cardio first to then put myself through a killer leg workout or whatnot, I felt that I was super tired. So then I started switching it, and I realized, although I'm still tired after, at least I know that it's the end. So I don't have that much left. So that's the way that I see it. I sweat a lot though too. So, I mean, hey, the way I see it is if you're not sweating, well, sorry, I know there's some people that don't really sweat, but when I see someone sweat, I'm good, they're putting in the work kind of thing. So, but yeah, that's why I do strength training first and then cardio after.
Awesome. These are great answers. And then guys too, go ahead and put your answers in the comments as well and let us know what you like better. So we're going to go ahead and do the next one. Upper or lower body strength training? Okay, Tash first.
Both. I know, you're surprised. At first, I'm going to admit, though, it's all about the lower body. I train it 3 to 4 times a week. But I've come to learn that it's important to make sure you work out your entire body. So you need a strong back, you need a strong, strong arms, core, all the things. So I incorporate, full body. But my favorite is lower body. But honestly, I also love back. And it kind of gives that illusion of that hourglass effect when you have a nice strong back, and then your waist looks a little bit smaller, and then you have some nice developed, legs. So it all works out. So whatever works out, but I do prefer lower, but I do see the importance of upper as well. So I incorporate both.
Yeah, I mean, I do both. I'm not the guy that's just doing upper body and tiny legs, but we'll keep this I like upper body mostly. So love a good chest day. If I'm ever feeling I don't really want to work out, it's normally shoulders because it's lightweight and I can knock it out and still feel like I got a good workout. And then, so upper body.
Not going to lie, I thought you guys were going to be way more black and white with it. I thought Tash was going to be lower body and you were just going to be upper body. So it was good answers, though. These are really good answers. All right, so water or a sports drink? Who wants to go first? Okay, Tash again.
Water. Water. I mean, I was not originally an athlete growing up or anything like that. So maybe if I was, I know probably I would have been pushed Gatorade or Powerade or one of those. But water, it just tastes better. It quenches the thirst. And honestly, because I've cut artificial sweeteners, not completely, but for the most part, they don't even taste as well, anymore, how before they used to taste growing up or whatnot. So I'd rather just get exactly what I need. The body's mostly made out of water anyway, so why not replenish it? So that's my take.
Yeah, just to piggyback off that, I had a full sugar Gatorade the other day for the first time in a long time. It's wow, very sweet. Yeah. I love a good Gatorade, but it's normally Gatorade Zero or whatever, or Powerade Zero, whatever. But I'll go. I'll just give my put. I like sports drinks. They're good. I mean, water has its place too, but I like flavor.
It's interesting because as personal trainers, they teach us that in our training that, hey, if you're working out for an extended period of time, keep a sports drink on you for that quick sugar. If you're doing a marathon, you're going to need those sports drinks. But I agree with you guys, water is always key, but it depends on your training also. If you're doing some long, hard cardio, for sure, have a sports drink next to you. Otherwise, you might collapse and we don't want that.
I like to add on that a little bit. When it comes to long distance training, at least when I used to do it, I was introduced to those little squirt packets, the goo gel. That's actually my go-to because when I, was doing my long distance running, I actually don't like the feeling of the water jiggling in my stomach. So I actually passed by all the water stations. But that goo, having it there, you can just squeeze a little bit as you need it. Because it is true. Sometimes you just need a little bump. You're feeling a little tired, fatigued. Maybe you didn't get enough rest and, this workout is kicking your butt. So definitely having something sometimes, it depends. So, and of course, if you have any medical conditions, take what you need and always follow what your doctor's, recommendation is. So.
Awesome. We're getting some really good answers, guys. All right. So next one, fitness machines or body weight training? Who's going to go first? Tash again.
Originally fitness machines because when you don't know anything, you're like, oh, I know the little picture on the, I'd go around and look at the little picture and be like, oh, this works out, this muscle and whatnot. But I honestly have moved towards more body weight or free weights, actually. I love the body weight because you can still get, the good workout, the good sweat anywhere, make up something in your hotel room on vacation, versus like machines are not available all the time. They are broken, like we mentioned in one of our episodes before. Sometimes that little sign on there, little sad faces on there, a little too long. And it's like, why is that machine still out? And then I feel like because of things like that, it's allowed me to come up with the idea of like, well, what can I do instead of this? So I definitely love the body weight for sure. If there's a machine, honestly, I'm thinking now like, 90% of the time, I'm doing free weights or body. The only real machine that I use is a squat machine, but all the other ones, I kind of really don't use them. So, but again, whatever your preference is, I just feel that, don't feel that you cannot use your own body. You're equipped with enough, so you can still get that workout in.
Yeah, I'm going to stay on body weight for sure. I work out, I've said it a few times, but in my garage a lot, and I have a squat rack, and that's it. So it's my body weight. And that's what I'm using for most of any accessory type exercises. And like you said, you always have it, right? This doesn't go anywhere, goes with you everywhere. So if you can really get good at bodyweight training, I feel like then you have no excuse to not work out most days.
Yeah, no, great answers. And then for me, I actually started off strength training pretty hard, 5, 6, sometimes 7 days a week, going crazy in the gym. And my body was just not having it. And I didn't realize it until I really started listening to my body. And now that I'm 30, I highly recommend body weight training. It's way less stressful on your joints. It's way better for longevity. So it's really just important. Nobody is the same. Nobody has the same genetic makeup. Nobody has the same musculature. So just listening to your body and just seeing what's good for you. But of course, we're all going to have our preferences. All right. So next one, stretch before or after my workout. Okay, Tash, let's go.
So I recently learned, which I'm just like, well, how did I not know? I used to be the person that would stretch regularly, like static stretching before. That's what my that's what my trainers in the past have shown me. But dynamic stretching is what's needed prior and then stretching after. I'm not gonna lie, sometimes when I'm on a crunch, I'll just get in and get my workout. And then I'll be like, oh, I'll just stretch at home. And the next thing you know, like you go to work, you don't. So I do feel that stretching is something that most people overlook all the time. Everyone, especially if you live in Florida, when you're driving all over the place for desk jobs, like it's very important. So if you cannot stretch before, I definitely recommend stretching after. But if you're gonna stretch before, try doing dynamic stretching, which will incorporate muscles, kind of mimic what workouts you'll be doing. So.
Yeah, I'm going to stick with you on the dynamic stuff and the stretching before. So I typically won't stretch after. And you talked about your trainer had you do it. Research has changed a lot on this, and it's gone all over the place. And so I typically don't do much static stretching at all unless I'm doing like a yoga class like we talked about, and that's more for mobility and more for like maybe the mental clarity part. But dynamic stretching before.
Yeah, and then so for me, I was so bad at stretching when I was doing my weight training in my younger 20s, which was awful. And now I'm paying for it. I have a bad low back and I've got bad knees. And the only way that I can get myself to feel some type of comfort is when I do those hot yoga classes. I just get really, really warm, really, really warmed up. Do not stretch cold. Please do not do that because you will injure yourself. It's the worst thing that you could do for your body. Stretching is so vital and so key. I almost feel like it's a little bit more important than even your workout at times, and it gets the most overlooked. But it's really going to help you feel your best and be able to perform your workout the best. So, all right, we've got one more question for this or that. Eat before or after my workout? All right, Coach Brady, let's get it.
I'm only after. So I typically work out in the morning and sometimes maybe a banana on the way, but usually nothing. Nothing to eat before. I feel like I had a big enough dinner before. I typically train fasted, and then I'm starving after. So big breakfast, but nothing before.
Well, I'm going to have a mixed answer. At first, without knowledge, I just used to think like, well, I don't want to work out and feel my food or liquid in my body. So I'm just going to train, on an empty stomach. Like, why not? Fasted cardio. I could do fasted weights. Newsflash, until one time I was doing a killer leg workout with my trainer, and I think we had run it through it twice. And all of a sudden I'm just like there, like I'm gassed. And he's like, did you eat breakfast today? And I'm like, no, I didn't. He's like, all right, that's it. Your workout's over. Like, next time, like, it's really important. You need to eat something. Like, and he made this analogy that I've literally carried since. Like, you are waking up in the morning, and it's basically like you're trying to drive your car on E. And I was like, wow, that didn't make sense. And then it wasn't until I did like some Instagram, workout program, and she talked about so much how the importance of eating something before. So my tip on that is see how your body reacts to it though. Not everybody, if you're not used to it, you don't want to like overeat and then like feel sick at the gym or whatnot. So start small, like do like one piece of wheat toast, maybe some peanut butter, or like half of a banana or half of a granola bar. And then my biggest thing is timing though. My digestive system is very different than yours and the next person. So, if you don't have enough time, maybe just do a protein shake versus something solid. So you kind of have to, it's like a trial and error kind of thing, but I've kind of like nailed it for myself. Like I wake up starving. So like, unless I'm only going to do cardio, like a fasted cardio, then that one I'll do like that. But if I'm lifting, and I've noticed on how my lifting is so much better. Like I feel so much more, my performance is so much better with that fuel in my body. So that's just me though.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm definitely going to piggyback off both of you guys. It's hard. It's a hard question because everybody is different. Like for myself, I'm kind of like Tash, I wake up starving, but I've had clients that wake up nauseous and they can't eat breakfast. And if they eat, they come to the session, they're going to feel sick the whole time. So doing like what Brady said, the banana is great. When I used to do my bodybuilding training in the morning and I would do my fasted cardio, I would just eat a banana because that way I didn't feel so heavy. Like there was a ton of food in my stomach. I didn't have a ton of time to digest it. So depending on what you're eating too, if you are eating something before your workout, try to eat it like an hour beforehand to give your body some time to digest. Otherwise, it might be coming up during your workout. But I do have to agree as well, after your workout, the food that you're getting is so important. Carbs and protein all day long. You need to replenish those muscles. So I'm going to go ahead and have Tash close this out. Thank you guys so much for playing This or That.
Love this, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. If you love these videos, make sure to subscribe. We also have workout videos too. So thanks so much. And here's another episode of Bench Break. Till next time.